Welcome back to the Rundown. Let's go straight to a press briefing where Defense Minister Benny Gantz and the Justice Minister Gideon are announcing a merger of their Blue and White and New Hope parties. Let's listen.
Blue and White and New Hope starting to march together towards solving the political crisis and establishing the home of the political center. We've reached agreements that would enable us to serve the people of Israel as two parties that express the realistic and liberal voice. Our intention is to establish a central unity government, a government that would say no to racism, no to extremism, and yes to unity among all parts of the people and all citizens of Israel, ultra-Orthodox, religious, secular, Druze, Christian and Jews. A government that will create a bond between everyone that believes in a Jewish and democratic state. The people of Israel need a functioning government that will be able to take care of the security. They need a government that would solidify the people and will care to the defense challenges as well as the health and education issues. There are many Israelis in all parts of society who have a deep need for stability and cooperation. There are many people in the right who are looking for a home in the coming elections. They will all have one place to go. The connection that we're building today is based on mutual trust, about mutual values and mutual appreciation that myself and Gideon Sa'ar share. Gideon, a highly experienced man who successfully filled several positions, a person that leaves his ego aside. Among the main reasons for establishing the change government. At the start of the previous election campaign, he said, many of the people of Israel are looking at the future with fear and without hope. They're asking what future is expected for myself and for my children. It was not always this way. It doesn't need to be this way. The political situation couldn't make the right corrections. These words are right today as well. Therefore, we have decided to go together, and we call on other elements who support this to join us. We ask everyone who supports Israel as a Jewish and democratic country and does not hold racist opinions to take part. We call the voters that want a government of stability to trust us. We call on everyone who cares about Israel to come here, join us, and put Israel above all. Thank you. Thank you, Benny. Good evening. For the people of Israel, our beloved country is still in the midst of its greatest political crisis. Israel needs a new hope and a move that will take it out from the crisis. The roles of leaders is to show the way. Benny and myself, each in his way, have worked all our lives for the people of Israel. With a dialogue between us, we found a common ground, a very wide common ground. We reached an agreement to join forces for a patriotic, great, right and center political sphere. Blue and white with new hope in the next election. Such a united political camp will be able to break the deadlock. As was said here before, What we need is to establish a national-wide unity government that is not relied on the margins. Benny Gantz today is the right leader to lead such government. Between the camp of the pro-Netanyahu and that of the left, there is room for strong and responsible power of the national right and the central, this patriotic force.
And we just heard Defense Minister Benny Gantz announce that his Blue and White party is merging. We also, with the New Hope Party of Justice Minister Gideon Sar, who also spoke there. They hope to form a broad-based unity government going into, of course, the November 1st general election here in Israel. Well, joining us now for more is Ariel Kahana, diplomatic correspondent of the Israel Hayom Daily, speaking to us from the community of Gever Binyamin. And Ariel, I should note, polls had shown Blue and White staying more or less the same, but Gideon Sar's Justice Party and New Hope Party in danger of even not making the Knesset, the parliament. Well, what's your take on this? Is this going to help them increase the number of seats they are going to get in the next election?
Hello, Calev, and thanks for having me. So I think you're asking the most important question. That is a numbers question, because today in the current Knesset, Gantz has 8 votes, Sar has 6 votes. Or seats. It means they should reach at least 14. But I would say I dare to predict they won't reach the number. Experience shows that when two different parties that used to attack one each other in the past, when they are going together, the voters do not trust it, do not believe them. And therefore, it seems to me as a good deal for Gideon Sar, because, as you said, he was under the minimum limit. And he, let's say, is taking a ride with Benny Gantz, which was in a good shape. If they will cross the, let's say, 10 mandates, 10 seats in the next Knesset, I'm sorry, but I'll be surprised.
Right. What surprised you? And you said they would attack each other. Certainly, there was the fact that the Benny Gantz joined in a government with Benjamin Netanyahu, something Gideon Sar has opposed from the start. Also, their parties, New Hope, has billed itself as a right-wing party. Gideon Sar is a right-wing politician. And as we heard, Benny Gantz has billed himself and his party, Blue and White, as a centrist. And now they seem to be going all in on the center, and you have to wonder where that leaves Gideon Sar's normal base of support.
And exactly, and I would even say that Gantz actually was not for a long time. He was the leader of the center left. Okay, Gantz was the one to stop the annexation. If you remember that Netanyahu tried to do during Trump term, of course he didn't allow to build many. To have a lot of construction in the West Bank and so on. So he's definitely not a right-wing leader. And what is more important, Sar himself and Zev Elkin, which is, going with Sar, both of them and others in New Hope Party, they attacked Sar very sharply during the former elections. So it's very clear that we are journalists, what we're going to do, we're going to show the quotes of one against each other, and ask him, so how now you're talking about unity and joining forces when just 1 year ago, both of you believed that the other is a danger to the state of Israel. I believe that the voters won't trust this cooperation. And therefore, I think Gantz made a political mistake. That's my sense. And again, it is good for Sar. It's not good for some of Sar's friends, which he left today, like Minister Yoaz Hendel or Knesset member Tzvi Hauser, who is a good friend of Sar for many years. Right. It's still a mystery for me what's going on with Hauser, but we will learn about that in the coming days.
Right, and Zev Elkin may be the best known figure in New Hope. I would expect he's going to maybe jump from the party too. As a result of this merger. We'll know, of course, in the coming hours or days. Ariel Kahana of Yisrael Hayom, thanks for joining us.